Facing forward. Good night, everyone. Let's have a seat. We're gonna start with meditation. So have your legs crossed, have your hand on your knees, straighten your back. Let's focus on your breathing. So we're gonna do this in a very specific way, guys. Whenever you breathe in, do so through your nose. When you breathe out, do so through your mouth. When you guys are breathing in, I want you to do so for 4 seconds. And I want you to try to exhale for 8 seconds. Okay? You're gonna hold your breath in the middle for 5 seconds. Okay, so in, and then hold, and then out. Okay, so 4, 5, and 8. Okay, let's try that and control your breathing. Breathing in, hold, now. Okay, on your own, let's do this for a little bit. 시작. Okay, from here, let's start working on your Poomsae. So in your mind, I want you to picture the highest Poomsae that you know and yourself doing it on my count. So 좋네. Poomsae 준비? On your own time. 시작. Ha! Okay, when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Okay, we're going to stand up and we're going to begin with warm-up. Standing up. Facing forward. 네, let's start with jumping jumps. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Lift up your knees. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Left and right. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Forward and back. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Check out your legs. Okay, first things first, let's do a little bit of stretching. Right, leaning forward towards your toes. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Change. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Legs side by side. Turn your leg to the side and bend your knee. Get ready from here. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Change sides. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉. Okay. Next one I'm going to show you guys is one of my master's favorite stretch. Okay, so this used to be his favorite stretch. I think it might still be. All right. So his legs are apart. You're going to reach in front of your legs. You're going to reach behind your legs. You're going to stand up and you're going to arch your back twice, like that. Okay, so it's going to look like this. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, we're going to do this for 2 sets. Ready? Let's try. Ready? So you jump. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, and 열. Very good. Check out your legs, check out your hands. Okay, let's do hip rotations. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, other way, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Hands up, turn right and left. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, Yo, next thing we're gonna do, let's do some leg raises, right? From a hopping position. You start hopping up and down, you're gonna do knee ups at the same time as you're hopping. Okay? So it's like you're hopping on one leg, but you're controlling your leg to up, down, somewhat rhythmically. So you're trying to have it, right? If you really break it down, you're jumping every time you raise your leg and every time you put your leg down. Okay, and try to time it. 1, 2, following my speed. Ready, and go. Now, do it. Set, net, up, yes, you go. There, out, yo, change sides now. There, set, net, up, yes, you go. There, out, yo, go faster now. There, set, net, up, yes, you go. There, out, yo, change now. There, set, net, up, yes, you go. There, out, yo, alternate legs now. There, set, net, up, yes, you go. There, out, yo, good. Shake out your legs. Okay, we're gonna do some leg raises. So from here, bicep should be. Ha! And swing your legs straight up, and then back down. Ready by my count. Now, third, set, net, tasa. Change your legs. Ha! Now, third, set, net. Tasa. Good. Shake up your legs. Okay, very good. From here, next thing we're going to do, let's go through some lunges. Okay, so you put your hands on your waist. You're going to take a big step forward and then step back. Ready? Now. Third. Set. Net. Tasa. Yasa. Giggle. Yadar. Aho. You. Very good. Just set your legs. Okay. Next thing we're going to do, we're going to go through some bear push-ups. Okay. So for your bear push-ups, what you're going to do is you're going to have your knees straight, right? Okay. Now from here, you're going to reach down towards your ground, the ground. I don't know why I said your ground. You're going to walk forward with your hands. You're going to do a quick push-up. You're going to walk back in. And then you're going to stand up, keeping your knees as straight as you can the whole time. So let's focus on the stretching part of this, guys. So guys, because I'm teaching alone today, right, I feel like I'm talking to myself. So I'm going to need your help. I told the last class this too. I need you guys' help to not make me feel like I'm talking to myself or just talking to a screen. So every once in a while, I'm going to ask you guys whether or not you guys are doing okay. I need you guys to give me a thumbs up in the comments, but also give me a thumbs up for the like as well, okay? So that I know that you guys are doing all right, okay? So if you guys can hear me now, all right, and you guys are still surviving, give me a thumbs up so that I know you guys are doing all right. Sure, or this, sure. Just give me some sign that you're alive, okay? All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna do those bear push-ups I just talked about. Remember, knees straight, let's do 10 by my count. Ready, change up. Now, third. Set. Net. Tasa. Yosa. Eagle. You good? Hold. Good. Ha. Shake your hands and your legs. Only 2 people are answering me, guys. Did everyone else die? The rest of you, are you still alive? Is only Mariana and David still alive? Okay, everyone, next exercise we're going to do, we're going to move on to sit-ups first, and we're going to come back to push-ups and sit-ups and squats later. Okay. First thing we're gonna do, let's start with, we'll start with the basic sit-up, just 20 first to give our abs a little bit of a burn. And then we're gonna try a few different exercises today for abs. All right, so let's start. Basic sit-ups, bend your knees, and back, swing your hands up and sit all the way up. Let's do 20. So you jump, down, 2, set, then, hustle, hustle, you, 이달, 아홉, 열, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, good. From here, next thing we're going to do, we're going to do some V-sits. Okay? So for V-sits, remember your hands can be on the ground or off the ground, but you're going to lift up your lower and your upper body and fold it in half, like this. Okay, so remember, when your feet come up, your head comes up. When your feet go down, your head goes down. If you have trouble balancing, you can put your hands on the ground and adjust it. Okay? So if you find your feet are touching the ground, usually that means that your head is too far forward. So you're doing this. Right? If that's the problem, your head's too far forward. If you find that your shoulders keep touching the ground, and you can't go up, right? That's because you're leaning too far back. So you need to be in the center. You have to start in the right position. All right? So start with your legs off the ground and your shoulders off the ground, and then we can begin a set of 20. Ready? Legs up, lean back a little bit. Ready? And hands off the ground if you can handle it. Ready? She's up. Now. 2, set, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Very good. Catch your breath. Okay, the next exercise we're going to do today is called hollow rock. So it's not a song, it's not a rock song. Hollow rock is when you make your body into a hollow shape, kind of like the shape of half of an oval. Okay? So you make this position with your body, and you're going to move your body back and forth without changing position. Okay? So for this one, it's very important that you hold the position properly first, and then as you're moving, try to keep your body as still as possible while moving back and forth. Okay? It's very important that you hold that position with your feet off the ground and your body caved in a little bit. So you want your abs a little bit squished, so that when you hold it, right, as you're moving back and forth, you're going to feel a different part of your abs tightening as you do it. Okay, so you're going to go rock back and forth this one. We're going to try this 20 times, okay? You're going to have to try to maintain your position the whole time. So you want to point your toes, you want to have your fingers around where your head is, and you're going to cave in your body a little bit so that you're making that oval shape that I talked about, the half oval, okay? So we're going to do this 20 times. So in this position here, remember legs out, right? Hands up in front of your head, and feet up the ground, you're going to rock back and forth. Ready, now. 2, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, hopefully everyone found that as tough as I did. Ooh, that one's not easy. Okay. Next exercise we're going to do today, we're going to do some hip raises, but to do that, I need you guys to go and find yourselves a chair. Okay, find yourself a chair that you can put your feet onto, because we're going to be doing this movement off of the chair, but with a single leg up. So go find yourself a chair and give yourselves, I'll give you guys 20 seconds, go. this exercise is both the most fun, but also the most fun exercise to do for your hamstrings. Right, so how it works is like this. Right, you're gonna put your feet on the chair. You have your back on the ground like this. Try to have your butt a little bit closer to the chair if you can. From here, what you're gonna do is you're gonna point one leg straight up. And you're gonna use the other leg to lift up your hips like this until your hip and your knee are flat. And have your toes pointing straight up with the other leg. So like this. That's one. We're gonna aim for 10 on each leg. All right, ready? So leg up in the air. And let's go 10 each leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good. Change out your legs. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! Very good. Okay, very good. Next thing we're going to do, you guys, let's go back to some push-ups. Okay? So for the first one, we're going to do it on the ground. And the next step, we're going to start doing it with the chair. Okay, so first step we're going to do is some regular push-ups, just a set of 20. Ready? On your own time, right? For this one, you're going to do 20 push-ups, right? Push-up position, right? You guys should know how to do it already, right? Have your head up, bring your shoulders all the way down, and almost touch the ground, but don't actually, right? Okay, so ready? Let's do 20. 시작. Now, on your own time. Go. Ha! So I'll give you guys another 10 seconds to finish up your 20 push-ups. Okay, very good. From here, the next set we're going to do some tricep extensions. So for this one, you're going to have your body like this sideways. You're going to have your hands in front of your head like this, and you're going to lower your elbows to the ground like this, and then come up. Okay, for this one, I want you guys, if you can, try to put your fingers together and make a triangle before you start. Okay? Try to hold your hands like this before you start to lower your elbows. Okay? It's almost like a weird diamond position. Okay, ready from here? Body up. Let's do a set of 10. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ha! How's everyone doing? Is everybody alive? Remember, give me a thumbs up if you're doing okay. Okay. Okay, next thing we're gonna do, let's see your push-ups. Same thing, but with your feet on the chair this time. All right, so for this one, you're gonna do your best to have your body straight, right? And the chair is really gonna make sure that you keep it straight, because you can't sag down when you do this when you're on the chair, because there's nowhere to go down, right? You can't lower your knees to the ground without breaking position. You wanna keep your body straight, you wanna go down for your push-ups and come up. This one, we're just gonna do a set of 10 for, okay? So have your feet on the chair, right? Try to maintain proper positioning for your push-ups. And we're gonna do 10. Ready? 시작. Yourself a little bit of time to rest. You got your hands in your legs. Next thing we're going to do after that is we're going to start from plank position, and we're going to hold it but with the feet on the chair. This is decline plank. Okay? This one, I'm going to count to 30. You're going to hold your position with your feet on the chair. And then if you guys are lucky, we might finish here and move on. If you're not, I might decide to do something else. Okay? So ready from here. Elbows on the ground. Feet here. Okay, ready? When I get in position, I want you guys to start. So remember, elbows on the ground, feet up. Ready? 3, 2, 1. Go! Now, 2, set. 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 육, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 여덟, 아홉, 육, 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 육. Okay, very good. From here, let's get a quick water break. Facing forward. Check. And there. Good job, everybody. You put the chair away now. Okay, guys, we're back. We're going to do a little bit of stretching before we continue. And after we're done stretching, we're going to start with Poomsae. Okay? So let's have a seat. Separate your legs out. Yeah. This one, I'm going to take my shoes off because this is for some of you guys who wear shoes to train, if you ever stretch with your shoes on, it actually kind of wrecks your shoes because you have to hold your splits and stuff on the side of your feet, right? And that's where the seams of your shoes are. So you want to try not to do that. So whatever you're stretching, right, it's usually better if you take your shoes off and put them back on later. That's for those of you who are doing the regular classes as well. When you come to the studio and wear shoes, take them off when you stretch. Just stretch carefully, guys. Legs apart. All right, let's go forward first, and we're going to hold this for 2 sets. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 육. Move your hands further forward. Push your stomach down and lift up your head so that your stomach goes closer towards the ground, and you're stretching your hamstrings more than you stretch out your lower back this way. Now, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 육. Reaching towards your right side. Okay, so later on, guys, I'm gonna have 2 people assisting me for the Poomsae part. So until they come in, I want them to stretch as well before we begin. Reach towards your right leg. All right, and pull your head down. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Change sides. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Okay, guys, now this time we're going to stretch sideways. To do that, I want you to try and keep your shoulder on top of the other one. And this is how you're going to do it. You're going to take your left hand, you're going to put it to the other side of your body, and you're going to reach over with your top hand and try to keep your body completely sideways. So have your hand on the ground, pushing a little bit so that your shoulders stay on top of one another and lean to the side. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Change over, cross your arm, bring the other one up. Lean to the side and push off of the ground towards the other side. Ready? 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Legs in front, shake out your legs. Reach forward. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. Before you begin for butterfly, it's probably going to be the last one before we get to Poomsae. Tuck it in, lean forward. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. One more set. 하나, 둘, 셋, 넷, 다섯, 여섯, 일곱, 여덟, 아홉, 열. From here, stand up. You were wearing shoes with me. Put them back on. Or not. Okay. So from here, let me get my two assistants to come in. Come say hi, guys. Yeah. Met them last week. Here's Ivana and Gwen. Say hi, guys. Hi. Okay, so today we're going to work on technique 5, 6, 7, 8, and Koryo. So first thing we're going to do is technique 5. Who wants to go first? I guess Ivana is going first. Here's Ivana, face the camera. Check it.
Sir.
Good night. We're going to go to Poomsae number 5, unless Instructor Menu has something to say first.
No.
Okay, let's continue then. Facing forward. Poomsae Jump. Let's start with technique 5. Show me low block and forward stance. Nah. Very good. From here, make sure, right? It's clear, right? When you start from Jump, you're backward. You have to turn in the direction you're going, like this. Make sure your foot turns as you step to the side. Third. You come back in. Make sure that hammer fist happens at the same time as you complete your L stance, right? Remember, in the L stance, your feet are apart 1 foot. Okay? Unlike back stance where your feet are over 2. Set. Net. Up to the front, she's going to do middle block, in forward stance. Now, as a quick reminder for everyone that all stances going forwards and backwards in technique 5 are forward. Everything here is a forward stance. Everything here is a forward stance except for the last one, which we'll see later. Ready? Now, front kick, back fist, middle block. From here, again, now. Front kick, back fist, and middle block. From here, you're going to step forward and do one back fist, now. Using the same hand. Again, turn around, single that front block. Now. Make sure you have your feet in a good L shape with 2 feet apart. Make sure your weight is on your back foot. You want to bend this leg here. Ready? Change forward stance, elbow. Now. Ready? Turn around, single left hand block. Now. Change the forward stance, elbow. Now. To the back, middle block, middle block. Now. Now remember what I said again. All stances here are forward, so make sure that they're long. This is the most common mistake we see is going forward and back. We see small stances. Now. Front kick, low block, middle block. To the side, head block. Now, for this move right here, make sure that your knee and your hand come up together. So this is what I mean. I want this to happen at the same time. One up together, out together. So raise your hand and your knee together and push your hand to the side and side back fist together with your side kick. So link your hand and your knee together. Try it. Now. Good. Ready? Turning right to the other side. Now. From here, same thing. Third. So just a reminder here, just in case you found it judge, her hand is supposed to come up to where, Ivana? To your belt or to your shoulder? Shoulder. Right? So bring it up there. Don't start from your waist. Okay? Ready? Now, the back middle block. From here, front kick into a stomp. So this is the stomp. It's going kick, going down. This is not a stomp. That's a jump. Which one do we want? Stop. Show me. Now. Hi. Jump. Okay. So, relax for a second. So, Ivana, what's the difference between a stomp and a jump?
Stomp is like, and then a jump is like.
Okay, like, you're still landing hard on both. So, the difference between what I call a stomp and a jump is this. When you do a stomp, your legs are both on the ground before you pull it in. You're going. When you jump, your foot leaves the ground and you move forward. Which one do I want?
The one where your feet are bouncing.
Because what you're doing just before you pull your leg in, you're landing in a forward stance with your leg turned to the side. It's 1 and 2. It's never. Okay? Now you know. Thank you. Next. You guys do that now?
you don't want to jump like a gazelle on that person's foot. You're stomping on the person's foot, and then you're doing a back fist to between the nose and the upper lip. So.
Okay, so Gwen? All right, so I'm gonna quickly.
We have Gwen here. Gwendolyn, I have not seen you in a week. Too long.
All right, so a quick thing, right? When you guys are doing that stomp, right? I want you to imagine this. This is the intended purpose, right? Gwen was my talking about, right? You're gonna step on someone's foot, and then you're stepping in and hitting someone in the mouth. So what's the point of the stomp? It's to stop them from backing up. So after you kick them, boom, they're staggering. You step in and you hit them at the same time, and they're gonna recoil like this, but your foot's there, so they're stuck. So you can either hit them again or you let them fall. Okay, now you know. Let's continue with technique number 6 now. Come on, check, turn around, continue me. Okay, take 6 by my count, low block and forward stance, ta-da! Front kick, land behind, middle block. Sorry, outer block. Third. Very good, turn around, set. Net. Okay, ready now to the front, you're gonna do single 9-time reverse block. Ta-da! Other side. Okay, so make sure when you guys are doing this movement, right, use the same hand to block again. So when she's on this hand is going to be blocked again, but your opposite leg is going to be blocking. Okay, that's why it's called single 9-time reverse block, because your hand and leg are going to be different. Now, so turn your kick, you line a horse riding stance and step to the side, the forward stance, outer block and punch. So one common error we see is people start from back stance and change to forward stance, like you're doing 3, but no. You start in forward stance all the way. So you shouldn't be adjusting your stance from the first movement that you do. Okay, ready? Front kick line forward punch. Other side, outer block punch in forward stance, and change, step forward punch. Now from here, step over and do double, low block, slow. So for this position here, your hands are touching one another. You're slowly folding your hands down until they're in front of your legs slightly. Okay, with your palms facing one another. Ready? Ready, single left block now. With your turning kick up now. And turn around into low block position. Very good. Front kick line behind outer block now. Third. Set. From here, she's going to step backwards or look forwards. Twin knife block to the front now. Third. From here, she's going to set her hands for palm block before she moves her leg and then step back. Now. From here, set your hands again, and third. And paro. Where would you start? You started this way. Okay, paro. She'll give her hand. Very good. Right? I want you guys to take note. This is important for Poomsae. You always want to land and finish your movements at the same time. So when you're doing a movement like this, it's 1, hands first, step, finish your block and punch. Step, move, finish. Right? So you're timing your blocks together with your landings. Okay?
When Master Kenneth mentioned it a few times during the Poomsae, the 2 Poomsaes that we've done, when you guys are doing your Poomsae, you have to set your hand first and then move. That way you'll be able to get the timing down better. So set your hand. He keeps saying it. Set your hand before you do it. That will make the transition between moves a lot smoother and a lot more crisp as well.
Yeah, so this is what I call the order of events. When you guys are doing any movements, right, the thing that goes first is always your head, then your set position, and then your leg move. So the first move I'm going to do is a palm block and take 7 like we're about to do. It's 1, 2, and then 3. My leg and my hand goes together. So if you time it this way together, everything goes together. Okay, so Yvonne is going to try to do that.
And that sound that you guys heard like this, that is the speed that you move the hand. That's not special effects. Just so you guys know.
Yeah, we don't have everyone doing this in the background.
We don't have wet towels to do that. Keep going.
Okay, looking forward to it. Next. Okay, turn around, Poomsae journey. Let's start with Poomsae number 7. Ready, by my count. Right, palm block in tiger stance. Now, point and pull it. Very good. Third, kick. Set your hands at middle block. Other side, palm block down. Third. To the front, she's going to do twin lower 9-pound block from her shoulder level and her head level. Now. Very good. Stepping forward. Third. Okay, from here, she's going to point her hand to the side and do the same set position for her palm block, and she's going to pull her fist in and put her elbow on top of it. So what's touching right now is your elbow to the back of your fist. Okay, before you bring your hand into her back fist leg. From here, the other side, turn around. From here to the front, she's going to bring her hands together, and she's going to close her right hand and come into a fist position with her other hand clasping it. From here, next move is going to be a scissor block. You're going to do 2 of them. But the first one, make sure your left hand goes up before your left hand goes down, right? This is the best way to remember which hand to do. Some people get confused about which hand is up and down because you're using 2 hands. So, left leg forward, left hand up, left hand down. Next one, right hand up, right hand down. From here, turning around into wedge block position. From here, next movement is going to be 2 things. Because you're doing 2 actions, you have to prepare for 2 strikes, right? So, prepare to strike to the knee, strike. Prepare to strike forward, strike, right? So, prepare here and prepare here. Set your hands twice. What I don't want to see is this. No swinging your hands, guys. You ready? So this next movement was the X block from the side. So in this position here, you bring your hands to the side of your body, back of your hand to the back of your hand. Punch down with the hand that's on top, but follow it up with your back hand and have them both in the center over here.
One thing to remember, you guys, in this part here, it's a good rule of thumb to remember. The leg that you put back, that same hand is on top.
Thank you, sir. Ready to turn around? Wedge block now. Set. To the back, side back fist, touching your shoulder and setting your hand first. Very good. Make sure, guys, when you're doing this movement, right, you want to separate your sweep kick from your turn. So what I mean is this. Some people do this. They go turn as they kick. I want you to turn while facing here. I want you to sweep kick while facing here. So 1 is here, 2 is here. So you turn your body while standing on one leg to the side so that you have a sharp elbow strike. Ready? Now. Single left hand block. Now. Stepping forward, it's a punch, horse riding stance. Now. Very good. Check, relax, very good. Let's have one come back.
Poomsae number 8. Taeguk Poljang.
Sir, if support check. And then you turn around from Poomsae B. Let's start with Poomsae number 8. Let's have one move to her right a little bit so that she's in the center. Now. You take 8. Okay, so the first movement, right, you bring your hands to your belt, you raise it up, and block, right? So you're stepping forward into a back stance, right? So make sure it's like you're sticking your leg out. Don't, otherwise you're going to be in a forward stance instead, right? Ready from here, change to forward stance and punch, and up. Ready, double front kick, key up, middle block, double punch, and up. Stepping forward, punch. Here, this move is called a single mountain block. For the single mountain block, your hand is going to your head level. One is at your leg level. From here, when you turn around, you're going to change your forward stance the other direction, have your hand under your arm, and slowly move it forward like this. Now. Thank you. Ready, turning around now. Okay. So something I want Gwen to do is to do that again. Go back. So when Gwen does this, you set her hands before she steps over to the other side. Better. You ready to turn it around now? Ready, step into the back and block now. Two. Somebody's missing there. Oh, right, she remembers. It's the punch. Front kick, left behind, step behind, and then palm block. Now. Right, ready to the other side. Twin knife and block. Now. So make sure when you step to the side, right, that your back leg turns with you. This is tiger stance, right? Your right leg goes facing forwards to the right side. You ready from here? Front kick, back and punch. Now. Right, other side, turn left hand block, now. Third. Set. To the back, turn lower block, now. Third, turn kick, jumping front kick. With the key up on the second kick. So you're supposed to key up on the second kick. From this position, right, with front kick 1, jump up 2. Ah! Your hands, middle block, double punch. Spin around to the left hand block, now. Third. Elbow, back fist, and punch. Other side, and out. So left hand block. Third, elbow, back fist, and punch. Oh no, okay, everyone get my hand ready again. So short relax, and you can help me with my class, and I can go through this. Good job, everyone. Let's get a quick water break before we come back. Try it, Sine. Good job.
All right, how is training going, you guys? How's Poomsae? Tell me what your thoughts are on your Poomsae. Do you guys have any questions on your Poomsae? This is the time to ask questions so that you know exactly how to execute the techniques. Because when you when you're doing your Poomsae, there is a few things to remember: technique, transition, power, focus, accuracy. All those things are part of the Taekwondo Poomsaes. So it's very, very important to remember those things. Master Kenneth, are we going to do Koryo now?
Yes.
Yes. Master Kenneth is going to do Koryo. I'll try to help as much as I can. Sir, maybe move a little bit forward. Yes, perfect. That's great. So in Koryo, when you do your Jumbi, it's different. You don't bring your hands in front of you. You actually bring your hands in front of you as if like you're holding a volleyball in your hand, but make sure your thumbs are in. Chariya. Kine. Koryo, Jumbi. Awesome. So we're going to start with on our left side. Again, just like all the other Poomsaes, with the exception of some that we move forward first, we move to the left again. So you're going to set your hands back, and then you're going to do double knife hand block. Hana. Now here, Master Kenneth is going to do a quick side kick to the low, and then right away to the high section. Do. Set your hand, knife hand strike, and then punch. Hana. And then you're going to shift back, left hand middle block. Hana. Do. Set. Now here, you're going to go facing away from here. You're going to do open hand, low block, and then right away, you're going to choke. Do. Now, you're going to do up chigi, open hand, low block, and then choke again. Set. Again, one more time, we're going to do another kick. Open hand, low block, and then follow up, choke again. Hana. And then here at the third choke you do, you're going to key up. Hana. You're going to do kick, and then here you're grabbing on your opponent's leg, and then you strike right down onto at the knee section. So you're striking right here. Hana. Do. Up chiki, and then again, one more knee strike. Hana. Shift back, collar release. Hana. So here, you go into your chuchumsugi stance and knife hand block. Hana. Now here, when you do the punch, you have to make sure you bring your hand down as you go to do your side kick. Hana. Yeah, so as you do the kick, you pull down, and then once you do your kick, you step forward, turn around, and you're going to do a open hand block by your side of your head, and the other one is going to be down. Hana. Slide back, low block. Do. Step forward, palm block, and then follow up again with an elbow. So from here, palm block, and then elbow. Hana. Do. One more time again. When you go to do the kick, you're gonna do the kick and pull down at the same time. Hana. Do. Shift back, low block. Step forward, palm block, and then follow up again with another elbow. Hana. Do. So from here, when you do this part, your hands go over, and then once you get to your shoulder height, you start closing your left hand and do a hammer fist in front of you. Hana. Turn around, open hand neck strike, and then open hand low block. Do. Step forward again, neck strike, open hand low block again. Hana. One more, again, same thing. You're going to do neck strike, open hand neck strike, and then same thing, low block. And now here you're going to step forward, one single choke. You are going to choke your opponent. Do. Paro. Very good. Awesome. Show. Very good, everybody. And that is how you do Koryo. Koryo is a beautiful Poomsae. It's a really nice looking Poomsae. And if you can work on the techniques, work on the minor details, oh, it looks beautiful. Mariana, for the double defense in Taekwondo 7, how do you make the transition from the beginning point to the final? The X block, you mean? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean, Mariana? Are you talking about this one?
Position 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. So your hands start in a head block position with your hands inverted, right? And look, the hand that goes down is the shoulder one. The hand that goes out is the lower one. So from here, your hands are switching positions and making 2 semicircles. And then you put them on the other side, and then you do the other direction. Okay, so if that's the one you're talking about, that's how you do it.
So we're gonna do a little bit of kicking, just so that you guys get that kicking kicking in as well, and then we'll finish up the class. Okay? So, what technique will they be working on today, Master?
Right, today we're going to focus on our hook kick, because I always say this every time. Hook kick is one of the hardest kicks to master. It takes the longest time to get used to because you have to develop control. It's not just about learning the technique. It's about teaching your body to move, right, from left to right at a high angle, right? So to be able to do that, you need to train your body to do it. So we're going to work on that.
Yeah, there is one, I think, as that was a great point, Master Kenneth. There is one thing to remember about when you are doing your hook kick. Hook kick has 3 very important criteria. One is you kick, you spin, and you pivot at the same time. So all of those things have to happen at the same time for the technique to be done correctly. So what we're going to do, we'll do it a couple of times as practice, and then we'll do a couple of fast ones. So again, as Master Kenneth mentioned, when you do the hook kick, so when you do your hook kick, you want to have as much control over your legs as possible. So from here, Master Kenneth, right now I'm holding the targets away from each other. And one of the best ways to help you practice this technique is holding the 2 targets apart from each other like this, not up against each other like that, away from each other, and then you have to go across both of the targets before you bend the knee. Now watch over here. So I'm gonna hold my targets away from each other. He kicks across both and then goes around. Now, when you're doing this in class or when you're showcasing it, you have to bring the leg all the way around, back to the same spot it was in. So right now, Master Kenneth has his right leg behind him. He's gonna do this kick and bring the leg all the way around. Okay? But when you're doing it in a sparring way, in sparring, you don't necessarily have to bring it all the way around. As long as you make contact, you'll be fine. And if you do this correctly, chances of your opponent being able to stand on his feet is very, very slim. So here we go. Go. Yes, just like that. You bring your knee up, you turn, and just before you're about to go across, you extend your leg, go across your two targets, and swing the leg around. One more time. Yes. One more time, Master Kenneth. That was vicious.
Okay, a quick note for you guys at home. When you guys are doing the extension part, this movement out into the dragging part has to be one move. So when you practice slowly, it's 1, 2, and then 3, right? But when you execute it, the straightening of your leg continues into the push, which looks like this, right? If you can continue from this into this without stopping, your hook kick is going to be a lot faster.
Yes, yes. That's very, very true, you guys. And another thing, now, this necessarily won't affect you guys right now, or I don't want you to try to focus on this aspect of this technique. But one thing that's going to make the whip of the kick even more and more effective is throwing that kicking side shoulder down. So watch as Master Kenneth does it. So he's kicking with his right leg just before or as he is making contact to my target, he whips this shoulder down. And then that is going to make the kick even more effective.
That's the point where you want to push your leg over. So at normal speed, you come up and return, and you your shoulder in this direction as you push your leg over. This way you add a little bit more speed and force to your kick.
Yeah. One more time, sir. Oh, beautiful. One more time, Master Kenneth. Man, that was hard.
Yes, sir.
Oh, good. Guys, that hurt, man. Master Kenneth kicks fast and hard. He is fast and furious.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Okay,
All right. Yes. We have lift off. Very good job, everybody. Have a fantastic weekend. Enjoy the rainy day. But you know, if it wasn't for the rain, we wouldn't have the beautiful British Columbia, you guys. Thank you so much for watching, everybody. Have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we will see you guys all next week. Thank you. Bye, everyone. Let's finish the class.
Good night.
감사합니다.